That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Rip her stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, when your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't real for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the two. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Ready, set.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the run.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 37. 22-jet bomber. Undercrush. Deep rip.
2nd and 4. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Set. 10 logo.
Watch the car. Check.
Greystone, Travis. Smooth.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
No game. Hit it.
On 1st and 10. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now.
Get ready. Charlie, 64, weak. Now.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
180.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Second and 6 at the 10-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You must be training. Play 56. Keep it skinny. Quit talking about it and bring it. Switch behind.
Now Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. 2nd and 2. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, South.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And this one complete to Reed. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Henry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
He's coming. We got double up. 61, matchbox lights. Look, squeeze.
Alert 3.
Hey, high 7, 5.
2nd and 5. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 36 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rivers now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Off the play fake. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And this is complete. It's Allen. 25 yards that time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll get...
Check out.
You're out. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P.A.'s here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Step around 80. Load it. Load it. 180. Red Delta.
3rd and long for Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Herbert looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Slam.
Bam.
Watch the shot.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Rock it.
Hey, turn it out. Shit.
Look at me. Door. Pilot, 64, weak.
Safety's creeping. Switch.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Watch the twist.
From the 27, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Load it. Here we go.
On third down, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming on.
Easy.
56 the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. I got it.
Hey, wahoo!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Throwing again. Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
It's Eckler again. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And it looks like we've got a dime.
Bravo!
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert is going to find his running back. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a carry here for their fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
All day, dog. Hey, alert 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, son. I got you, son. Tight dog.
49, check 40. 80 weapon.
Slam.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 3. Complete. It's Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You think you gonna get that? 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing, Rivers. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe in them returning it for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rivers. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Go! Blue draw quarters.
Rush in. Check. Fresno. 36.
Hey, Sam off.
Hey, watch it.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I'm gonna run you over.
Check 52. 61. Matchbox light. Snap.
Off play action. Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Let's talk 101 here because one of
from the 38, Rivers. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Topper! Fight!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run here with Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go! 50, plant!
Right, 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Go!
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On second down, Eckler. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red! Hey, ready!
One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go super
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers birding my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
We play to win. Let's
Wait 10. Wait 20.
Check 48, come on. And let's get this. Check 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, 66.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, check it. Hey, exit. Hey, check it.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Ravens 39-yard line.
Hey, 10. Ready?
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Motion, check it, reload. Easy.
48 months.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, and he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm. Let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Hill. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Now the roof. Come on. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll run it with Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week. And so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
50. Sugar.
On 1st down, Brady. It's complete. James White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check.
Go bandit.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis. But only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, let's go.
Crunch.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait, that's wide 80.
48's mine. 48.
72.
On 2nd and 12, Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
48 for Mike. Go.
53, land now.
Check.
Hey, Delta.
Check. 48's the Mike. Army.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Jumper. Check. Lucky. Watch out.
Rim.
1st down, here's White. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Let's go. Hey, pick your game up. 48 for Mike.
72. Hey, box drop.
Check. 48's the Mike.
Check it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check 3. Alert.
To throw is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Patriots' 5-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.